Hello and very welcome to my channel Infinity Aviation. For today's video, I would be explaining how wings create lift. We all know that airplanes fly with the help of the wing. So, how do wings create lift? Let's see. If we see the side view of the wing, we can see a shape like this. This shape is known as airfoil, and this shape helps the wing to create lift. There are two theories that explain how wings create lift. The first one is the equal time argument. It is not completely wrong, some of its aspects are correct. Let me explain what equal time argument says. It says that when the air hits the airfoil, the air flowing above the airfoil has a much larger area to cover and hence speeds up, whereas the air flowing below the airfoil has a comparatively less area to cover and hence slows down, hence creating a low pressure above the airfoil due to the high speed of air flowing above the airfoil, and creates a high pressure below the airfoil due to the slower speed of the air, and thus creating lift. It also says that the air particles will leave the trailing edge at the same time. So the part in which equal time argument says that it creates a high and low pressure due to difference in speeds of air above and below the airfoil and thus creating lift, this part is right but is not the correct explanation of how wings create lift. And also the part that equal time argument says that the air particles leave the trailing edge of the wing at the time is completely wrong, because the air particles may start at different time and may leave at different times. So how do wings really create lift? So first, when air hits the airfoil, it splits into two parts. One flows above the airfoil, taking the curvature of the airfoil. Now you might ask, why doesn't the air flow after hitting the airfoil flow in a straight line? This is because of the Coanda effect. This is the tendency of a fluid to stay attached to a convex surface. There is a simple experiment to show the Coanda effect. In this video, as you can see, the water sticks to the bottle. Similarly, the air takes the curvature of the airfoil. So when first the air hits the airfoil, it slows down to take the curvature of the airfoil and thus creates a region of small high pressure. The high pressure region decreases as we go through half the way of the airfoil, and thus increasing the speed of the air, as we know that air flows from high to low pressure. So the speed of the air above the airfoil increases, thus creating an area of low pressure. Sorry, I have written wrong here. Creating an area of low pressure, and the air flowing below the airfoil flows at a much slower speed, thus creating a region of high pressure, and this creates lift. There are two ways to increase lift. One is by increasing the angle of attack. So when we increase the angle of attack, the air, when it hits the airfoil, it slows down further because the increased angle, and thus creates a region of larger high pressure due to the slower speed when compared to a wing without the angle of attack. So the air above has a larger speed when compared to wing without the angle of attack, and thus increases lift. But if we increase the angle of attack too much, the air may not be able to take the curvature of the airfoil, and thus lift will not be produced. This situation is known as stall. In this situation, the airplane falls down from the air like a stone thrown in the air. The second way to increase lift is by increasing the amount of air flowing through the airfoil. That is by increasing the speed of the aircraft to increase the amount of air flowing through airfoil. I hope I have been able to explain how wings create lift in an easy manner. If there is any mistake in my explanation, please feel free to write it down in the comments so that I can rectify the mistake. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.